All right, we're faster than the Arcanine, which is not too surprising with the Medicham. Let's see if the Lycanroc is. Oh my good. Today we're going to be trying out, oh man, it's a fun team created by Kotaro, who is known to make some crazy teams before. We featured quite a bit of his teams on this channel, like for instance the Scovillian team, Garatina back in the 2022 season. He was known for using Geomancy Smeargle at the 2015 World Championship and got 40th place with it. Insane team builder. We're going to be trying out a skill swap pure power Medicham team alongside No Guard Lycanroc for Fissure stuff. I don't know how many times we will be able to get that, if we can get those off in general, because it's a very long process, but let's see how it performs. This fun team is created by Kotaro and features skill swap Medicham with No Guard Lycanroc. The idea is to try and set up for skill swaps to get No Guard onto Dondozo or Tinglu and click Fissure. The team works surprisingly well and has some other fun modes like giving Lycanroc or Dondozo huge power for massive damage. If you would like to check out the creator and the details of the team, they'll be linked in the description. Dondozo, this is a really interesting team. Dondozo, Tatsugiri, Sylveon, Roaring Moon, Roshien, and Glamora. Now, I would normally expect some kind of Perish on this team, usually with a Flutter, but alright. Is this, I don't know, is this like you lead seed your Tatsugiri and then like go into Dozo so you can KO and then the Psych Up? Which would be interesting in a lot of cases, but I'm not 100% certain. Alright, how do I want to approach this matchup? Really, Medicham is amazing here. Medicham's fantastic. I like the Dondozo here, I think, because I can just go for a Mind Game with Glamora immediately, and I kind of like that. And also against the Dozo, depending on their Dozo set. It really depends on their Dozo set, though. Like, can I Fissure it or not? That's a good question. And then in the back, I think it has to be Tatsugiri. I need the boost, I'm pretty sure. And I'm going to do Lycanroc here. Lycanroc also does some pretty good damage to their team in general. Like, it's actually really impressive how much damage I can do with Lycanroc, Stone Edge with No Guard. So let's see if this is going to work or not. Tatsugiri is definitely a mind game I can 100% go for here. Even if I had to set up the Toxic Spikes on my side of the field, I could also go for a sub immediately, which is also not a bad play. So let's see what they're going to lead here. Going to be the Glamora plus the Roshien. Okay. Close Combat does a lot of damage here. Roshien probably doesn't want to take so much damage immediately, right? This could be Mortal Spin. Trying to figure out if I can position this correctly. I'm going to detect here. I feel like Terra. Okay, I'm trying to figure out, okay, can I maneuver this for a specific way? I'm going to try to bank on potentially their Dozo not being Terra flying. And they actually Terra immediately, which is so good for me, actually. Okay. They Terra the Glamora into Terra Grass. All right. Okay. And the reason I'm going to go for the Terra Steel is because I'm thinking, okay, what happens if I go for a skill swap into my Lycanroc and then into my Dozo afterward? And make sure that I can avoid getting poisoned here, and then Fissure can land a bunch of times. So we're going to commit pretty hard, but I think this is definitely worth it. We protect here, scouting for the Glamora move. Mortal Spin makes sense. Probably not going for Mortal Spin anymore after this. And we're going to see the Leech Seed into the Dozo. Okay. I'm going to go for a skill swap into my Dondozo and hope that they don't double my Medicham. They could, but we'll see. Really hoping for the skill swap play, though. The Lycanroc going to come in. Skill swap going to come out. I'm also faster than all these Pokemon, which is also pretty good, but it's to be expected most likely. Going to be Earth Power. They target the Lycanroc, which is actually good for me. Okay. Leech Seed. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. And then, oh my goodness, this should be fun. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to try. I'm going to skill swap back and go into Dozo. They can Leech Seed here, I suppose. But we'll see. They could also Earth Power again, which would be smart, but they have to Earth Power and Leech Seed specifically for me to be pretty annoyed here. But I could have also just like let the Lycanroc go down here. They protect. Oh, that's so good for me. Skill swap. So now I have all the Fissure power. Sludge Bomb into Medicham. This is so good for me. This is so good for me. Okay, I'm going Tatsugiri here. We're landing the Fissure into the Woshian immediately. They don't have a flying type either on their team. So Commander into the Dozo's mouth. Alrighty then. Can we land? Can we get all the Fissures? Because we have a No Guard Dondozo with the speed right here. Come on. So we're always guaranteed to land Fissure with No Guard. So goodbye, Woshian. That's one Pokemon. And that's a really important Pokemon to knock out because Leech Seed Stall was definitely a factor here. Earth Power. Doesn't do anything, actually. That did way less than I thought. Perfect. Okay. Who's coming out next is the question. Dozo. Makes sense. I don't think I could ever let them get a sub up. So even if I take a bunch of damage with the attacks, I think it's all right here. Yeah, I can't ever let them get a sub up because if they sub, I lose the game. Because then they go into Tatsugiri, then they Earthquake, and then I lose because I don't have an aware. Oh, this is so evil. This is so evil. This might be the greatest game of Pokemon I've ever played. Tatsugiri coming in. I guarantee to win against Tatsugiri, right? Yeah, if it's Scarf, I have Fake Out, so I mean, I can't ever miss Fissure Eater because of even with Muddy Water accuracy drop. They're gonna forfeit, they realize. Even if they went Tatsugiri, they have to be what? Max Speed Jolly Dondozo? Which they don't really run, so this is so silly. I can't believe that happened. Fluttermane, Arcanine, Ting-Lu, the Iron Hands, Annihilate, and Sableye. So solo Iron Hands here with no mouse hold. Definitely some unique stuff right here. Okay, Iron Hands is a little bit tricky. And I mean quite a bit tricky. I want to play mind games right here. I feel like I want to play mind games. Actually, really, I guess we'll find out now if the Ruin ability works, I think. Because I want to lead Medicham plus the Mimikyu immediately and then have Lycanroc in the back with the Ting-Lu. Or do I want Mimikyu? Mimikyu's not amazing here, I suppose. I mean, it is kind of nice. Pressures to Flutter. Oh, I think it is actually pretty nice. I want to bluff the Dozo here. I really want to bluff the Dozo. I know you can trace the Ruin ability. I have no idea if the skill swap works. So we're going to find out together, friends. We're going to find out together. And yeah. Or maybe I said the result at the beginning of the video. Who knows? Who knows? But we will see. Because I'm very curious about this interaction. We're going to see the Ting-Lu Arcanine lead here. Okay. This is such a weird combination right now. All right. If I led Lycanroc here, would actually have been really amazing. You know what? I'm going to detect my Medicham. I'm going to go hard in my Lycanroc here. Well, it depends on if I expect them to target Medicham or if they're going to target... I want to know who they target here, because if they double up the Mimikyu, I'd prefer targeting down the... I'd rather Fake Out here the Ting-Lu before Heavy Slam gets off, but you know what? I'm going to go for a Detect, and I'm going to go hard Lycanroc. Let's see. This could go completely wrong. This could be Heavy Slam, or this could be a double up into Medicham because they would be scared of Medicham potentially. Also the Fake Out. So detect here on the Medicham. Arcanine protects. Oh, I really wish I faked out the Tinglu then. Rock Slide. I really wish I faked out the Tinglu. Granted, it's not the Heavy Slam, so that's a huge plus. But yeah. Not super ideal, but alright. I definitely want a Stone Edge here. I think Arcanine would be scared here, or I get the KO on Arcanine, which is also pretty good. I'm going to skill swap here and go for the Stone Edge. Just immediately go for the Stone Edge and see if I can get the KO onto Arcanine. And then find out about the Fissures, I suppose. Oh, wait. Hold on. One problem with this Medicham strat is I have to hit Stone Edge after because I'm going to take away the No Guard. But I want Pure Power. I should have Rock Slided then, actually. I should have Rock Slide so I get the Pure Power. Oh, my goodness. And I also could have flinched the Tinglu, too. That would have actually been amazing if I could flinch the Tinglu. But we're going to see a Terra. It'd be really funny if I just KO'd the Arcanine with the Stone Edge. Terra Grass. Okay. Was not expecting that one. All right, we're faster than the Arcanine, which is not too surprising with the Medicham. Let's see if the Lycanroc is. Oh my good. Huge power Stone. That wasn't even a crit. So we could do the... Oh my goodness. The fact that we can also skill swap for the Stone Edge power as well is actually insane. They stopped me Tantrum too. Oh wait. Moment of truth. We get to find out. We get to find out about the Fissure stuff. I think we can skill swap. It's... let's see. Let's see. I'm super curious. I am so curious right now. Oh, I am gleaming in joy. All right, here comes the Tinglu versus the hands right here. I want to... I guess I could detect here. And stomping the hands. Yeah. Because I think they would want to fake out the Medicham to prevent the skill swap going off. But they could also target the Tinglu. I think this is a good mid-ground regardless. Because either way, I think it's either... Okay. I either get faked out with the Tinglu, I don't take much damage, and then I can skill swap the next turn. Or... and hopefully land Fissures, but we'll see. So here comes a detect. And Ruination immediately. Oh. Okay. That doing a lot of damage. What? Why is it? Oh my goodness, it's body press. It's freaking body press, man. Okay, I need to Fissure it. Why are you Iron Defense, Iron Hands? I guess there's so many physical attackers in this format, but Palafin phase is a thing. Skill swap here. And you can skill swap the Ruin ability. Okay. That is something I really want to know. Vessel of Ruin still activates, but we're probably going down to the oh, they parted the Medicham. Okay. Body press, this is KO. Okay. Goodbye, Iron Hands. There's a chance. It's not a super likely chance, but we can win this. Who is the last Pokemon is going to be a big question here, though. Fluttermane. Oh. I need a few things to work out for me, but it's definitely winnable. Okay. I detect my Medicham. I Heavy Slam the Flutter here. We're probably going down to a Gleam right here. If the Fluttermane goes down to a Life Orb Shadow Sneak, we have a chance. We do have a chance. The problem is, though, we don't have huge power on our Medicham anymore, so the close combat damage is actually like pretty underwhelming. We were intimidated from the Arcanine earlier, so that is unfortunate, but hey, good to know for me. I actually know about the skill swap stuff now, and for the future. Detect from the Medicham right here. We're gonna see a Dazzling Gleam come out. Yep. Although I do think Mimikyu could actually still win this game depending on the Flutter. If the Flutter goes down to Shadow Sneak, we do win, I think. Ah, well, it also comes into Play Roughs then, because I still have to connect Play Roughs. Okay, Stomping Tantrum. All right. I kind of wish I just clicked Fissure then immediately. Other than Stomping Tantrum. I probably should have, but... Or skill swap. I got Terra Ghost and skill swapped, but I wasn't sure immediately. Also, I didn't want to take so much damage from hands. I'm going to skill swap, or not skill swap. I close combat the Tinglu, and I Shadow Sneak the Fluttermane, and let's see the moment of the truth. Does Shadow Sneak pick up the knockout into the Fluttermane or not? If we can get a crit, or if we just KO, we should be fine, but... Gonna be close. It is Life Orb Shadow Sneak, but Mimikyu doesn't have the best attack, and also Fluttermane's been running a lot of physical defense recently. Also, they Protect, we're probably screwed here. Well, actually, no, it still comes down to Shadow Sneak KO, I think, but I don't know if a play rough after close combat will KO because of, again, no huge power in the Medicham and a -1 attack right here. Oh, they have Protect. Okay. Wait, are they Focus Sash? They might be Focus Sash then. Or I guess another play they could be going for is a Heavy Slam into Mimikyu. Close combat. Yeah, as you can see, that does no damage. All right. No, they Stomping Tantrum. Okay. So it depends on the Flutter set as well as the... What item is that Flutter? Is it Focus Sash? I feel like it has to be. I have no clue. I'm going to Shadow Sneak though. I guess I could have play rough there if I play rough, but even then, it still really comes down to Shadow Sneak on the Flutter. It is Sash, okay. Wait, no, it just lived. Oh, unfortunate, not able to pull through. I needed... What did I need? Maybe I needed Stomping Tantrum damage then? I think I would still regard... I still would have lost regardless. Wait, did they not have Heavy Slam? There's no way you don't have Heavy Slam, right? I'm gonna go for the throw of them protecting Flare for no reason, but yeah, they should always be able to Moonblast, because even if I Shadow Sneak the Flutter, I take Life Orb Chip, so Stomping Tantrum always KOs. Did they really not have Heavy Slam on this Tinglu? Oh, that Iron Defense hands was actually a little bit more problematic than I thought, because not only did they get like way more damage with the body press the following turn, which is not something I expected, but yeah, but at least we learned we can go for Skill Swap Fissure. Amoonguss, Iron Hands, Palafin, Xian Pao, the Fluttermane, and Gothitelle. Okay, looks like a recreation of the team that won the Australia Regional Championship in Sydney. One of the first Regulation C tournaments. Actually, it was the first one technically. It was the same weekend as Fort Wayne, but Australia, of course, has the earlier time zone. Let's see here. I kind of like the setup. If I can get the setup, it's really solid. So gonna go with the Lycanroc, I think, with the Medicham here. I think I could definitely Fissure my opponent. I do. I really do. And then have maybe like the Tinglu in the back with the Dondozo. I'm just gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out, you know? I don't even know if it's gonna be super optimal. My opponent can definitely play a bit around this, but I think it can give me some opportunities right here for sure. Let's find out what my opponent decides to lead here. Xian Pao is actually kind of a worrisome lead, but I don't think you're gonna go Xian Pao against my Dozo stuff. Like, I really just don't see it. So let's see what my opponent is going to decide on. Going to be the Gothitelle and the Palafin lead, actually. Okay. As I lead Lycanroc and the Medicham right now. So I guess the annoying part is I can't really swap right here, but I can go for a Fake Out and I can go for a Stone Edge immediately here. Do they have a swap? They have Iron Hands, I suppose, so it's better to Stone Edge right now, the Gothitelle right now. I could also go for a skill swap into the Gothitelle, which I might consider later, but I'm going to Stone Edge and Fake Out the Gothitelle, expecting Palafin to switch out maybe in the hands. They could also go for a Jet Punch potentially, but I don't really think you need to go for that turn one, especially if I Fake Out into that slot. They actually go Heart Amoonguss. All right. Heart Amoonguss, Fake Out into the Gothitelle, and the Stone Edge is going to come out into the Gothitelle as well. So very massive damage right here. Oh my goodness, that actually did do a lot of damage. Okay. So unfortunately, I don't have anything that can hit the Amoonguss. So I'm just going to protect, and I'm just going to go for a Stone Edge here into the Gothitelle, hoping that they might go for a Spore into the Medicham and a protect with Gothitelle. We're going to see a Terra come out, actually. Is this Terra Steel? Oh, Terra the Amoonguss, which makes sense. Terra Water. I guess they really don't want me to go for a Cycle Cut if I had it. So we're going to see the Amoonguss go for the Terra, and we will detect the Medicham. What's nice is we can actually hit that Amoonguss with a close combat right now, so that's pretty good. But Rage Powder going to come out. Wait, did this team even have Trick Room? I think it did, right? There's no way you didn't have Trick Room, I think, on this team. Stone Edge going to come out into the Amoonguss. A critical hit, very good damage, and Trick Room does go up, yeah. Okay. So unless I close combat it, sure. But even with close combat, I don't think it was ever worth it here. I'm going to skill swap the Gothitelle, I think, here, and go for the Stone Edge into the Gothitelle slot because I want to switch out. I don't know if they're going to Rage Powder again. We're actually going to see the swap from the Gothitelle here into Iron Hands. Oh, so I can't skill swap that anymore, unfortunately. So Spore is going to come out here. Yeah, Spore into the Medicham, which makes sense because close combat would definitely not be a thing you want to deal with here. A Stone Edge going to come out into the Lycanroc, and it's kind of crazy how I'm just firing off these Stone Edges, but it's really another crit, jeez. But it is a Scope Lens on the Lycanroc, so pretty likely chance here. Medicham takes its first turn. So I feel pretty decent about my position, especially if I can wake up here. I'm going to go for a close combat attempt into the Amoonguss, and I'm going to switch out my Lycanroc because I don't want to get trapped here. I think I'm going to go out in my Dondozo right now. Or I can protect. I don't mind protecting here. I don't need the skill swap play off yet. Yep. Might as well. I guess the Swords Dance hands could definitely be annoying, but I do have the Unaware on the Dozo. A Spore, the Lycanroc. Is this going to be a Wild Charge right here? Is this going to be a Swords Dance? Going to be Swords Dance. Okay. I actually kind of hope we don't wake up here, because if we wake up, it's a little bit weird. Okay. We do wake up here. We do get a close combat off into the Amoonguss. Does pick up the knockout. So Amoonguss is eliminated. Actually, you would Drain Punch here, right? You would Drain Punch a Lycanroc if you go for it. I'm trying to figure out, okay, how am I playing around this? Hands, I don't think it's too problematic. It's Terra Fire Swords Dance. I wonder if I could ever get the skill swap play off. We're going to see Gothitelle come back in. Let's see. I have Terra Water. I'm not Terra Ghost on the Lycanroc. If I was Terra Ghost on the Lycanroc, that'd be so good right now, actually. Yeah, that would be so good right now. Did I protect? No, yeah, I did protect the previous turn, actually. I want to keep my Sash around, so I might as well just detect with Medicham, and I'm going to go for a... You know, I might as well just go for the Stone Edge again, realistically. Or should I go for a Double Protect? Maybe I should go for the Double Protect. I might as well, right? Yeah, I think I might as well. Okay, we do get the double, so Lycanroc will protect. We also protect our Medicham, which is also very nice. It's actually funny because I think this league can just break through this right now. Like, it's crazy, but I do think so. Fake out into Medicham and Drain Punch into the Lycanroc, I'm assuming. Yep. If I didn't get the double protect, I got the Tinglu in, and I would probably go for the Terra, which realistically is not bad at all for me. But this ends up working out just fine. Gonna go for close combat in the hands, and we're gonna go for the Stone Edge into the Gothitelle right here. I could also go for Helping Hand, but if they double up my Medicham, I don't want that position, so I'm just gonna go for Stone Edge here. Drain Punch into Medicham. Yep, makes sense. I was expecting... Actually, no. Drain Punch makes sense. Maybe I could have Terra Ghosted Medicham right there. Terra Ghosting would have been pretty crazy right there. It would have been pretty crazy. Psychic gonna double into Medicham, which makes sense. So they have a Palafin remaining. Stone Edge again. KOs the Gothitelle. Another critical hit, but again, it's not really like a big deal. I want to say Ting Lu comes out here. I could also go Dondozo. I think I want to go Ting Lu though. They still have Terra, which is a little bit concerning. I'm going for my Terra with the Ting-Lu. And I'm going for Stomping Tantrum into the hands. And I'm going to actually, yeah, Helping Hand, Stomping Tantrum in the hands. That should do a good amount of damage. It also means I don't have to worry about the Jet Punch in the later turns of the game right here. Or because Helping Hand will go before the Jet Punch, so I don't really mind if Lycanroc goes down here. So here comes a Terra on the Ting-Lu. We haven't seen a Terra from their side, I believe, right? No, Gothitelle didn't Terra. Hands is Terra Fire, so it shouldn't matter. Helping Hand. I hope we get big damage to just hands right now. Jet Punch into the Lycanroc makes a lot of sense. So Lycanroc will go down here. Perfect. And a Drain Punch into the Ting-Lu. Still does a fantastic amount of damage, but it's not enough. Stomping Tantrum. Hopefully KOs with the Ground Terra Helping Hand. Oh, that's not enough. I think we lose the game then. Well, actually, we have speed investment on the Dozo, so we should outspeed the Iron Hand. So I think if we Wave Crash, we're fine. Yeah, we should be. And a Stomping Tantrum, I guess it's kind of funny how I didn't even click the... It's funny how I haven't even clicked Fissure at all in this game. I haven't clicked Skill Swap, and these spawns have just been clicking attacks. And it's really been working out because the Palafin team's been playing a bit defensive. Oh, they have Detect? I thought it was Fake Out Sword Stance on this team. Okay. Not the biggest deal. They do have Terra Water Palafin. That thing's gonna hurt like a truck. I'm really hoping that I could stall out with Dozo potentially though. But yeah, okay. If that was the case, I would have attempted the Fissure. I didn't know they had Detect. All right. Wave Crash the hands right here. And let's see. Can we get... Well, A, do we outspeed the hands? I imagine so. It's Trick Room, so I don't think they're running speed on the hands, really. We're going to see the Wave Crash here into the Dozo. As you can see, it does so much damage. Okay. Yeah, we do outspeed the hands. Okay. So this game's going to come down really close. Palafin versus Dozo. In fact, the Tatsugiri partner would be really nice, but... going to have to rely solely on the Dozo right here. We're going to get a bit more leftovers recovery. I really don't know. Is it optimal to click Fissure? I've always Protect here, that's for certain. Are they... Did they click Terra? Oh, they Terra the Amoonguss earlier, right. I was like, did they ever click Terra? And it was like, yeah, they did Terra the Amoonguss. Okay. I think I win by clicking Wave Crash and Protect consecutively. I don't think I have to go for Fissure right here. I feel like Wave Crash should do a decent amount to the Palafin. It's a Wave Crash from Dozo. I'd imagine it's like decently powerful. But here comes a Wave Crash from their side. This should do like, yeah, a lot. Actually, do I have to land a Fissure? I might. This damage is a little bit too close for comfort right now. It really is. Gonna get a bit of leftovers recovery. I might have to stall a little bit right here. I'm definitely protecting. Okay. Maybe I should have went for the Fissures. Maybe I am getting punished for this end game right here. Wave Crash. And we're just gonna... Do I sub here? I feel like sub might be the better play because Wave Crash is not knocking out. And I get more recoil on their Palafin. And I get more turns to stall for Protect leftovers. Or maybe... No, I think I Wave Crash again. Because I get 2 turns of left... Actually, yeah. I think I win this. With the recoil and how much leftovers recovering, I think I should be okay. Oh, this could be a throw, though. Let's see. Wave Crash. As long as I live one more Wave Crash, I should win the game. And I feel like I should. But I feel like sub might have just actually had guaranteed me to win there. This is super close. I think I should have subbed. Actually, no. I didn't have enough HP for a sub, right? Or no, I took Wave Crash recoil. I don't think... Did I have enough HP for sub? I might have. Wave Crash. Well, they're definitely going to go for Wave Crash here because they have a chance to crit. I am at 80 HP. I feel like that should be enough to take the attack. But this is Palafin. Wave Crash. We survive? 5 HP. Ooh. Whew, okay, my math wasn't too crazy. Palafin does go down. If they had Taro in the water on the Palafin, definitely could have been scary, but thankfully they were so scared of a psychic move from the Medicham that it never paid off. And no fissures in that game, but Medicham Lycanroc kind of just went in. Like, huh? Okay. Dondozo, Tatsugiri, Woshi, and the Glamora, Fluttermane, and Arcanine. Okay, how do I want to approach this matchup? The problem is they actually have, if I'm not mistaken, if this is the rental I'm thinking it is, it's Terraflying Dondozo, which is obviously kind of immune to the fissure, unfortunately for me. So I got to figure out a way. Okay, how am I breaking through the Dondozo exactly? I don't have Curse on the Mimikyu. All right, this is going to be a little bit tricky. Definitely going to be a little bit tricky right here. Breaking through Glamora is also a little bit of a pain. I wonder if I could do Dondozo Mind Games against the Glamora. Huh. I guess it's Life Orb on the Dondozo, so it actually can't really break through my Dondozo since it has leftovers, unless they are able to get a Toxic Spikes up or get the Leech Seed / Ruination off, I suppose. It's not awful. I like a Dondozo here, I think. Dondozo plus Ting-Lu is really tempting here. I do kind of like it. I'm going to try it out. And then in the back, let's see. I think I need Tatsugiri here for the boost, but I'm not 100% certain. I think I do. And then last mon, I kind of want Lycanroc for damage output. But you know what? I think it's the Medicham. And hopefully I locked in properly because I have no idea if I did. So we'll see. Dondozo Tatsugiri against Dondozo Tatsugiri. If it's the Life Orb Dondozo on their side, it's a lot easier to handle. If it isn't, yeah, that's going to be pretty hard. We're going to see the lead of Glamora plus Dondozo. That's not too surprising to me, as I do lead my Ting-Lu and my Dondozo right here. Okay. So this is probably like a Mortal Spin, I'd assume. I'm going to protect my Dondozo, and do I want to like go into Tatsugiri right here immediately, or do I want to do something else right now? It'd be really cool to just like Fissure right here, which is definitely a possibility, but I don't really like it too much. I do expect probably Protect Mortal Spin coming out, so it might be better just to go for a I think actually no, the best play if I do expect that would be sub with the Dondozo and go hard into Tatsugiri. Yeah, that would easily be my best play here, because I'd be able to get the sub up before the Mortal Spin. I don't activate the Toxic Debris, and that would be really nice here. So we're going to force the Dondozo Mind Game immediately here, and if Woxian comes out, we have a sub up at least, and I can still click Fissure, so it's not terrible. It's kind of silly how this team operates, but you know what? It is kind of what we're playing right now. So get the Commander up. We're going to see Protect from the Dondozo. Makes a lot of sense. I don't want to activate the Toxic Debris, so we will go for a sub here, and we do get the sub up. Perfect. Nice. Very, very good here. We're going to see a Mortal Spin does go out into the Dondozo, but of course, doesn't really matter too much because we do have that substitute up. Now, I'd expect maybe a swap here from their Glamora. Maybe they go hard in their Tatsugiri. I'm not 100% certain. But you know what? Let's go for one right here. Let's go for one Fissure in the Dondozo since it's just protected, and I don't expect a Terra Flying. And if they Terra Flying, then they're weak to Wave Crash, or like they get hit heavily by Wave Crash. So should be okay at the moment. I don't want to Wave Crash the Glamora because I think the Tatsugiri switch could be really obvious here. Yet, I guess since I'm leftovers, they don't break through my Dondozo easily right here. So they might decide not to. But they can't ever get really the Mortal Spin off into my Dondozo this turn. So I feel like I'm in a very comfortable position. They're actually in a very tricky spot against this Dondozo. We're going to see the Glamora does retreat here. Okay, Woxian maybe? No, it is the Tatsugiri. Okay, so it looks like they are going to try to brute force the Dondozo option right here. Now, Fissure does give me that option to potentially, you know, just KO that Dondozo immediately. So silly how this game works, but we're going to try it. It'd been really funny if I could get the skill swap set up, but it's like way too much, I think, right here. We do force a Terra though, so okay. This has to be flying, right? If it's flying, that's completely okay. If it's grass, yeah, it's flying, yeah. So that makes a lot of sense to me, but like, if you're Life Orb Dondozo, I think you're just losing to my Dondozo 1v1. So we go for the Fissure. It is going to fail. We're actually faster, which I'm surprised about. And we're going to see Terra Blast immediately from their Dondozo, which is going to go out into my Dondozo, which, does that break sub? I guess it should. No, wait, does it? It does actually break sub. Okay. The sub is broken, which is completely all right here. It is Life Orb, so yeah, I think we could stall out this Dondozo pretty easily. This Dondozo doesn't carry Order Up either. What's my Terra actually? Do I resist anything? Although I don't think it's worth it. It is Steel. Okay, so I'm going to protect my Dondozo right here. Like, Wave Crash is just going to hurt them. I don't even know if I need to really sub-stall right here, but we'll see. I do kind of like the idea of sub-stall, but Wave Crash is also not a terrible play either. But I do like getting all the leftovers recovery as much as possible right now. Because the thing about their Life Orb Dondozo, it's like really good into everything that isn't an unaware Dozo right here. So just going to sub up here. I want to stall out for a bit more leftovers recovery right now. And I think it's 100% worth it. Like, they're chipping themselves down to where I can maybe get a Wave Crash off later in the game. And I think that's really solid for me. Like a Wave Crash knockout without taking as much damage as possible. Now, the question is, I don't know how much Wave Crash should do to Dondozo here. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. It's kind of funny because these Dondozo mirrors would normally really dread out. But since this is a Life Orb Dondozo, it's actually a lot easier to protect right here. And gain a bit more leftovers recovery. Then I think I'm actually going to go for the Wave Crash attempt here. Yeah. Because I feel like with Wave Crash and a few Life Orb hits, I think this just gets their Dondozo gets eliminated. And then should be super safe afterward. Ooh, they Earthquake there. Imagine if I went for a sub there, because I don't think they would have broken the sub with an Earthquake right there. Now, I could Terra Steel here. If I Terra Steel and sub, they're in a really awful position. Is that worth it, though? It might be. I'm trying to figure out what else I Terra here. I don't think I Terra... Well, I don't Terra... Yeah, I actually don't think I Terra anything else. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Terra now and go for the sub. Yeah. Let's go for a Terra and sub, because if we can hold on to our substitute potentially, we're in an amazing spot. Yet if they read this with Earthquake, or if they go for a Wave Crash right now, would not be an ideal position. But overall, I think I'd be so up right here against them right now. So I do think this is worth it. And also, again, I don't think my Terra really changes anything right now. So we will go for the substitute. They do go for the Terra Blast. Perfect, so it's resisted. And they're going to take another Life Orb hit. Excellent. This really is just another Dondozo versus Dondozo thing. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Then I think I protect. I think I Wave Crash afterward. And then my Dondozo is going to be super healthy. We have that Steel typing that really helps out against the Tatsugire's Draco Meteor. So the thing is, I can't reliably knock out the Tatsugiri immediately. But the thing is, if I can knock out two partners next to Tatsugiri, it's pretty solid for us. We will go for Protect here. Need a bit of leftovers, because every bit of HP is probably going to matter in this end game. We're going to see a Terra Blast. And we still have a bunch of Fissures to potentially land on the back Wo-Chien, and the Lamore doesn't matter because I just Wave Crash it since they Terra'd. Going to go for the Wave Crash now into their Dondozo. And let's get a lot of damage off in the Dondozo right here. A little bit less than I thought, but I should be okay based on the HP number. Yeah. So they're going to go for Terra Blast again. Does this knock out the sub because it's resisted? I'd be kind of surprised. Oh, wow. It actually does break my sub. Okay. I think after another turn of Life Orb, then I knock it out with the Wave Crash. It looks like just my Dondozo being faster is really solid right here. So I am going to protect here. The following turns took a little bit, mainly just because protecting to get leftovers recovery and then just drawing out the Life Orb shit with the sub was basically the most important factor in order to wear down the Dondozo. So I'd be able to like basically preserve as many resources as I can so I could beat it, and then just go for the Wave Crash, clean it up, and then have enough HP to have as many turns as possible, just so I have the higher odds of being able to land a Fissure into one of their Pokemon, because if I am able to land one more, it should be able to seal up the victory that way. in general, but I still want to know what their last Pokemon is. Here comes the Wave Crash. Will knock out their Dundozo. Critical hit. They didn't really matter at all because it should have gone down anyway. Dundozo is eliminated. Now it's Tatsugiri, Lamora, and one more Pokemon. And what's also nice is that I was also Terra Steel, so I can't get Mortal Spin by the by their, what's it called, their Glamora. So what's coming out? Wo-Chien? Wo-Chien, okay. So if I'm not mistaken, if it's the rental, I think it doesn't have, I mean, I'm gonna protect Dundozo. I kind of wish this Dundozo was power pointed up. I wonder if Tatsugiri is gonna switch out or if it's just gonna stay in to click Muddy Water. I don't have an attacking move, unfortunately. I would have loved to otherwise, but they already know my sets, so I don't think there's a reason to switch out. I think they're just gonna go for Muddy Waters. And one cool thing about Fissure, which I guess isn't really cool, but I mean, actually it is, because if it was the opposite way, it would be really bad. Fissure is always 30% no matter what accuracy evasion effects are on the field. I see Wind here. What? Wait, what? Why would you click Icy Wind there? I can sub. I'm 100% clicking sub, I think. Actually, do I? I think I just go for Fissures. I realistically think I just go for Fissures. Do they think this is true? There's no way, right? They're mind gaming me to go for Ruination. Because I would always click sub here. You know what? I'm just going to sub anyway. I don't think there's like a super downside here to me clicking sub here. I don't think Wo-Chien is going to be faster than Dundozo because Dundozo's at +1, but we'll see. Yeah. I get the sub up. It should be Ruination. There's no way you should be going for the Leech Seed. Yeah, okay. I think I'm still faster than Glamora though, so the Icy Wind, I'm still wondering. Oh, wait. Oh, Ruination is only half of the sub. Yeah, like that's why I was confused. I was just really confused right there. I'm actually going to go hard for the Fissure right now because I might as well. I don't want to go for Protect here because they're obviously going to have to try to break the sub. So I might as well just Fissure here because I know that they are going to keep attacking right here. Yeah, they're not going to Protect because I can Protect. They're going to go for Icy Wind. And I'm a Steel type, and I still have a sub up, so there's no way that the sub's being broken. Fissure attempt 1 or 2. Oh, 1 didn't matter. Here comes the next Ruination. Okay. It just sucks because I don't have max power point on the leftovers. Sub actually fades now. Oh, but now they can Icy Wind again. Yeah, I thought the Ruination was like half of the sub, so I'm like, I was kind of curious on like how that breaks the sub then, if that's the case. But all right. I might as well just go for a Protect here. I can scout for a Protect from the Wo-Chien so they can Icy Wind again. Because I'm not 100% sure at this rate. I don't want to Wave Crash because like there's really no point of Wave Crashing. I don't think Wave Crash does enough to Tatsugiri. I mean, maybe it does. Tatsugiri doesn't have the best physical defense, but the thing is, it's a quad resisted attack. That's why I'm going for the Fissures right now. That's the only reason I'm going for Fissures right now. I also have Draco Meteor to deal with the Tatsugiri, so I'm not like super worried about the Tatsugiri because it's like locked in right now. And the math is going to add up eventually. I am going to land a Fissure some point in this match. Like I will land one Fissure some point in this match right here. Or maybe I never will. Who knows? We're going to go for the Fissure here into the Wo-Chien. If they go for a Protect, well, I don't think you can ever Protect because if I sub, you just lose instantly. That also works if they miss Leech Seed too. So we'll go for the Fissure. How many Fissures can we land? How many Fissures can we land? Can we land this? Technically third. The second one was into a flying type, so that doesn't really count. Icy Wind again. Okay. Land a Fissure, Dundozo. Land a Fissure. If we land a Fissure, it's just game over, I think. And we landed third one. Dundozo. This was so silly, man. Why did they allow Oko moves? It's like actually crazy. Their counterplay too didn't even work against Fissure. They had Terrifying Dundozo, and it just couldn't even beat my Dundozo because it was worse at Terra. All right, let's go over to games. Game 1 was able to get the no guard setup, and Dondozo cleaned up the game. Game 2, found out you can skill swap ruin abilities 100% confirmed. But Iron Defense body press hands? I should have just went for immediate fissures, I suppose. Game 3, Scope Lens Lycanroc with huge power went in against my opponent, and I was able to do some massive damage to clean up without relying on fissures the entire game. Game 4, forced a Terra flying on the Dondozo, so I was able to beat them in the mirror as Wave Crash was just so hard for them to deal with, and they were tripping themselves due to the Life Orb. And I just needed to land one fissure onto the Wo-Chien out of quite a few. I cannot believe we got the setup. I really didn't, unless it was like we were facing a very, very stallish team. I was not expecting to go for it, but yeah, we were able to get some fissures off, and surprisingly the team actually did pretty well even without going for the fissures. And like, yeah, skill swap huge power is also pretty insane thinking about it. But of course, if you do want to check out the details of the team, you can check it out and the creator down below in the description. There's also a report on the team, so make sure you check that out. The rental code's available on your screen, and of course subscribe to the channel for more VGC content as always.